There's also a gap between a difference between the foreign direct investment between both the countries. We see a lot of Indian companies investing in Russia, but it's not happening the other way. What can we do to increase that?
So I think for some reason Russian businesses have not looked at India as a major source of as a major country where FDI can come in, right? One reason could have been one of the Russian companies, when their 2G license was cancelled in India, after they had made some investments and so on and so forth. So I think they may have some bitterness, but that's a long old story, right? Kind of a thing. I think Russia has to look at India's ease of doing business has improved. Our rank, which used to be 120th, had jumped to 63. And now, last couple of years, this ranking has not happened. I'm sure it would have jumped further. I think this is very important. Another thing, where India as a country needs to look at, and not just with Russia, whether we US, European Union, and so on and so forth as well, that we have to ensure that there's a regulatory certainty, right? You can't have a certain set of policies and regulations in place when somebody decides to make an investment and change it mid-course. I think that hurts the sentiments of overseas investors quite a lot. And these things are there, and I think there are lots of areas where Russian businesses could invest in India, and I see this. I think the problem is our ties since historic times have largely been focused on defense, right? I think and last few years, since Russia agreed to supply crude oil to India at a price much lower than the other countries, oil exporting countries, I think that area has gone to that as well, right? So it has. Yeah. I think India has never really explored and showed that hunger to get Russian investments, which I'm sure would start now. And even some of the defense products, like S-400 upgrades, which are S-500, not just importing them, but co-producing, co-manufacturing them with Russia in India. I think that's very important. Even Sukhoi 5th generation aircraft, those could be manufactured in India. I think, small and modular nuclear reactors, I think nuclear submarine, there are lots of areas